Hey everyone. So I don't know if Melissa Scott Coffee Quiz has been drinking. I don't know if she's had too much weed over there. Maybe that weed that she is smoking is laced with that fentanyl shit and she's losing her damn mind over there. Maybe her damn stove stopped working again. I don't know what the fuck her problem is. But she went live and said all this mess about me when I wasn't even in the damn chat. Melissa, you're acting like I did something to you. You're acting like I didn't have a reason to come at Cruiser. When just last month you were agreeing with me. As a matter of fact, you had a lot to say last month. I mean, I've been minding my business all day, all yesterday. I've been minding my business. And all of a sudden you make this video saying all this stuff about me I don't understand. So what's funny is you did have a lot to say about Miss Cruiser. Just last month, Miss Cruiser was a liar. Just last month, I was crazy for dealing with Miss Cruiser. Remember that? Just last month, Miss Cruiser was pussy popping and backpedaling. Isn't that right? Isn't that what you said, Melissa? Just last month, Cruiser was lying on Rainy Bow. Remember that? Now, all of a sudden, you want to be Cruiser's best friend. You want to protect Cruiser from Rainy Bow. And now, all of a sudden, I'm crazy because you're making shit up about me being a member of every channel Cruiser is a member of. I want you to show me all the channels that Cruiser is a member of, and then where I'm a member of that channel, all of them. So I'm a member of all the channels that Cruiser is a member of. So that's your homework, Miss Melissa Scott Coffee Quiz, is to come up with that evidence, come up with those receipts, please. Thank you. You're saying that I threw you under the bus. I'm not sure where that came from. How am I throwing you under the bus? That's more homework for you. Explain to me how I am throwing you under the bus. Because like I said, I hadn't said anything to you or her in the past few days. I haven't talked about her. So I don't understand where all this is coming from all of a sudden. But like I said, I don't think you understand what that term means, throwing someone under the bus. So I'm about to show you what that means. Okay? Because you had a lot to say about me. I mean, for you to go live and say all that, obviously we have a problem. You called me on the phone, remember that? And we talked for 29 minutes. We had a 29-minute conversation. And during that conversation, you said a lot. But you got me fucked up if you think for a moment that I'm going to sit here and let you act like you are some wonderful friend to everyone and all of a sudden just make up shit about me in the same breath. No, ma'am. Baby, you definitely got me all fucked up. But This is the beef sector, is it not? And obviously, there's no friends on YouTube. Not between me and Cruiser, not between me and you, and apparently not between you and Cruiser either. Let's get into it. So, on this 29-minute conversation, Melissa Scott Coffee Quiz said a lot, didn't you, Melissa? She said she knows for a fact that Cruiser has been lying. Melissa said Cruiser ain't even worth it. She was talking about me fussing at Cruiser. She said she's not even worth it. Melissa said she thought Cruiser and I had somewhat of a friendship because we've been acquainted on YouTube for several years. But she said Miss Cruiser was trying to make it seem like a lonely heart situation. But Melissa did not agree. She understood that I was upset because I was running all over Miami looking for Cruiser after she led me to believe she'd meet me at the meet and greet, right? Isn't that what you said, Melissa? Mm-hmm. Melissa also said Cruiser be lying the whole motherfucking time. She said that. She said Cruiser be lying the whole motherfucking time. Can't make this shit up. Melissa said Cruiser be playing dumb. Cruiser plays dumb. Melissa told me that she agreed that Cruiser and Jay Wilson were not fighting over an AdSense check like Cruiser said, but that he doesn't mess with her anymore because he felt she violated his trust. That's how I felt. Melissa also said the same thing, and we agreed. Melissa said that Cruiser was trying to get information from Jay Wilson as far as the cruise is concerned. We didn't go into detail about what information Cruiser was trying to get from Jay Wilson, but Melissa told me that Cruiser was trying to get information from Jay Wilson. Melissa said she didn't sign up for Cruiser's cruise because she didn't like the way that Cruiser was moving. That's what you said, Melissa, right? Mm-hmm. Melissa said she doesn't want to travel with anyone who moves like Cruiser. She said Cruiser was pussy popping and backpedaling. Melissa also said she sees the way Cruiser is moving. This was just last month. Mm-hmm. Melissa said it didn't make sense for Cruiser to go to Miami and not get on the cruise. Of course, now we know why Miss Cruiser didn't get on the cruise. She let us know what the situation was. But even after that, this is after the cruise because this was just last month. Melissa said that Cruiser went to Miami and she doesn't understand why she didn't get on the cruise. Melissa also said that that Cruiser said she went to Miami. Melissa said that Cruiser said that she went to Miami to get a juicy story. But then Melissa asked, what juicy story was there to get? Isn't that right, Melissa? That's what you said. You said, what juicy story was there for Miss Cruiser to get? Mm-hmm. Melissa also said that Cruiser is not her type of friend. Mm-hmm. She said that she doesn't blame me for being petty and saying what I have to say. Now, all of a sudden that's changed. But last month, Melissa said that she doesn't blame me for being petty and saying what I have to say. Then she said, Cruiser is going to try to make it out to be something different. Cruiser is going to try to make this out to be something different. And then she said, Cruiser drinks too much and she just can't do all that alcohol like Cruiser does. Melissa said, Cruiser is going to try to act like I don't know anything. She's going to try to play stupid. I guess that's what that meant. Mm-hmm. She said, Cruiser will be lying like a motherfucker, though. Mm-hmm. She said, I'm crazy as cat pee for having anything to do with Cruiser. Isn't that what you said, Melissa? Now I'm crazy as cat pee because I'm in every single chat Cruiser is in, apparently. But before I was crazy as cat pee for having anything to do with Cruiser. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I don't understand it. Okay. Melissa had a conversation with Vivian about me being heartbroken over Cruiser, apparently. This is what Melissa said. She had a conversation with Vivian, but Melissa didn't agree with Vivian and decided to call me and ask me about it and tell me about it. This is what she said. I'm going to repeat that for the people in the back that may not be able to hear that well. Melissa had a conversation with Vivian. We're talking about Vivian Jennings. Melissa had a conversation with Viv about me being heartbroken over Cruiser. But Melissa didn't agree with Vivian and decided to call me. Did I get that right, Melissa? Let me know if I got any part of that wrong. I'm going to let you know again what you said. You said that you had a conversation with Vivian about me being heartbroken over Cruiser, but you did not agree with Vivian and you decided to call me. Okay? Make sure you're taking notes, dear. Then Melissa said she didn't think it was a gay thing, but Cruiser is going to make it out to be that regardless. Did you hear that, people in the back? Did you hear that? She said, again, Melissa did not think it was a gay thing, but Cruiser is going to make it out to be that regardless. Then Melissa said she was tired of Cruiser and her lying. And then she said she knows Cruiser is lying. She knows it, that Cruiser is lying and she's a liar. Then Melissa mentioned how she and I sat on the cruise and talked about it. We did have a conversation on the cruise. Melissa and I sat and had a conversation about Miss Cruiser on the cruise, on the boat, on the Carnival Conquest. She's right. Then Melissa said when she saw how Cruiser was acting after the cruise, she tried her best to like her, but she saw the way she was moving. She moves too funny. Melissa said Cruiser has the YouTube monster, She's got that YouTube monster in her head. That is exactly what she said, quote unquote. She's got that YouTube monster in her head. Melissa said she already knew it was a bunch of lies. Melissa said she didn't believe that shit Cruiser was saying. Melissa said she knew Cruiser was lying. Again, she called Cruiser a liar several times during this conversation. And she said Cruiser is a liar, so she can't go on her cruise. She said she doesn't like the way Cruiser jumps gun and doesn't want to sail with her because she pushed her overboard. Now, tonight, Melissa Scott Coffee Quiz said that she was going to fuck me up. And just last month, Melissa Scott Coffee Quiz said that she would push Cruiser overboard. Let that sink in. Pun intended. Then she said Cruiser can't stand 10 toes deep in her own shit, and that's why she won't cruise with her. Then she said she doesn't care for the way Cruiser conducts her business. So, I want to get something clear here. Me being a lesbian is obviously a narrative that Cruiser has put out. I've never heard that before in my life. But according to Melissa, Cruiser has put this out. And I believe she's saying that I want her, that this is a lonely, heartbroken heart situation in order to get me to stop calling her a liar, etc. Ms. Cruiser has been trying to stop me from making commentary on her, sharing her videos and making my little comments. She's been trying to stop me from doing that since the cruise. Okay. But I mean, calling someone a lesbian, gay, queer, etc., it might work on someone who is actually afraid of being called those types of names. Like, oh no, Miss Cruiser, don't call me out. I'm so scared. I'll stop telling everyone what a liar you are. No, it won't work on me. So let me be more clear. I've never been on here leading with my sexuality, and no one really knows what my sexuality is except for Melissa. who I told during our phone conversation, right? I have never been gay, and I don't even have lesbian prayer partners like some people on here have. Not that it would matter to me, though, right? Again, I have never led with my sexuality. Cruiser and I have never had any conversations off of YouTube that would indicate that I wanted her or admired her on that level. Never. And I think it's funny that this is the only thing she can come up with. The only thing. I mean, if I was gay or bi or whatever, I wouldn't have a problem saying so. I'm an adult. I would not have a problem saying so. But my entire life has been very much straight. I get along with everyone, regardless of their sexuality, because I respect everyone. So maybe that's where Cruiser has it confused. That's where she has me confused. But regardless, I don't appreciate you, Cruiser. I'm speaking directly to you. I don't appreciate you spreading that rumor about me. And just know that if I was into women, I don't think you'd be my type. You wouldn't be my type. I'm not even talking about physical attraction, but just the sheer thought of even having a relationship with a man, even who thinks and acts the way you do. I'm not into it, no ma'am. So you can get that fantasy you are having about me, wanting you, out of your head, because it will never happen. And that is exactly what it is, Ms. Cruiser. It's a fantasy that you have cooked up because that's what you're trying to manifest, not me. So you can go find someone else to fantasize about because it's not happening over here. I'm strictly dickly. Okay? But like I told you before, Cruiser, I will go where I want and I will say what's on my mind. You can get Melissa Scott Coffee Quiz and anybody you want. You can weaponize the whole beef sector against me. It's not going to stop me from making commentary on you. You're not going to stop me from sharing your videos and making commentary. You're not going to stop me from saying what I have to say about you in the chat. You're not going to do it. If you put it on YouTube, we're going to talk about it. So why should you be exempt? You didn't control me when Vonnie was on here, and you sure as hell don't control me now. So you and your best friend Melissa over there can go work this out since I exposed her. Okay? And maybe you can develop a new fantasy. Yeah, develop a new fantasy about her wanting you and leave my name the fuck out of your twisted ass narrative.
You say I'm crazy. And you're lazy. You say I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm all over this world. Crazy. With diamonds and pearls. Crazy. Getting that money. Crazy. Getting that honey. I'm crazy. DJ Cruiser. You say I'm crazy, bitch, you're lazy. Get on a treadmill like me and just keep the bitch do a sit-up. Then you want me like whenever you call me a bitch and you call me a hoe. You say you're bitchy, but you don't have a room key. YouTube all day, begging for your birthday. Get a real job and find you a honey. But keep fucking with me and I'm taking that money. You say I'm crazy. Bitch, what, why, bitch, where? You want me to chill